thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome! This is the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on the budget. Today, like so many other YouTubers are doing, I want to attempt to recreate the magic of an old school Saturday morning, where you can get up as early or as late as you want with a bowl of sugary cereal as part of a complete nutritious breakfast. Ready to catch up on your favorite morning tunes. Those were the days. While we may never be able to fully recapture those days, we are, little by little, reclaiming the essence of those days. And that's what we're attempting to do today, especially for the first weekend of August, which kicks off what I like to call the puppy days of summer. I'll go into more detail on that next week, but for right now, the question of the day is, what's cooking? Well, I'll tell you what's not cooking, that bowl of sugary cereal and milk you probably have in your hand right now. I, too, respect the decision of having Reese's Pieces or Lucky Charms, or if you're really retro, Mr. T cereal while you binge-watch your favorite tunes. But when it comes to making the most out of the beginning of the most important day of the weekend, I think it's time we level up a little bit. So along come Remy and Emile and a What's Cooking cookbook for kids. Of all the Disney Pixar Oscar-winning creations to have a cookbook of their own, Ratatouille is by far the most unsurprising and, on my end, probably the most anticipated. Y'all know that this is in my top 4 favorite films in the Disney Pixar cinematic universe. And this companion cookbook comes with an introduction and a recipe from noted celebrity chef and culinary consultant to the film, Thomas Keller. This Disney Plus publication, with recipes taken out of the files of Family Fun magazine, adapted slightly for this cookbook, was picked up for 99 cents from Red, White, and Blue Thrift Store in Patterson, and is divided into the usual suspects of chapters: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and desserts. At the beginning of each chapter, you'll see some clips from characters of the film, like this one, Chef Gusteau. The first clip of the book is this: good food is like music you can taste, color you can smell. This may not be a scratch pad of a cookbook, so good to the point where you can scratch it and smell it. A little imagination applied in real life does go a long way, especially when it comes to the most important meal of the day, breakfast. And that's what the primary focus of this video is all about. Bon matin breakfast, Colette's crepes, ooh la la French toast, Remy's famous omelets, and French breakfast muffins. All of which rank 1 to 3 stars in terms of levels of difficulty. 1 star is an easy recipe, 2 stars is intermediate, and 3 stars is, well, advanced. Hard, but not extremely hard. No recipe in any kid's cookbook should be extremely difficult to pull off, especially when you got a grown-up helping you every step of the way. To that end, there is some safety info to be found at the beginning of this book. This intermediate recipe will serve 12 crepes for a rather hungry crowd. It comes with some ideal crepe fillings, jam and cream cheese, mini chocolate chips and banana slices, and Nutella and ice cream. Plus, 3 step-by-step photographic instructions on how to cook and flip a crepe from Chef Gusteau, who'll be supplying some step-by-step photographic tips throughout the book. I would say that Colette, Linguini's instructor turned girlfriend, is probably one of the hottest characters they ever designed at the studio in Emeryville, California. There's a reason, one among several, why Ratatouille is in my Mount Rushmore of Disney Pixar creations. We also have here ooh la la French toast, which will serve 4, and Remy's famous omelets, which will make 1 omelet for that special someone in your life that you value the most and need to take care of the most on the weekend, and that would be yourself. But if you got a friend coming over and you want to show off your skills, this is a good recipe to do it. And it's not that hard because it has 2 stars. These are some ideal omelet fillings and 3 step-by-step photographs for cooking the perfect omelet. Did I mention there's also illustrations of the characters in the film throughout, like Remy and Gusteau and Colette and Legridi. And finally, we have French breakfast muffins, and I'll make a dozen muffins. So if you want to be the muffin man or the muffin woman, this is a good recipe to take into account. We also have here 3 step-by-step photos for how to make the perfect muffin. We're moving on to lunch here, and I have it on good authority that the first 2 recipes in this particular chapter could double as breakfast. And one could actually double as brunch, if kids do brunch. This is Gusteau's grilled cheese sandwich, and believe you me, there is no better breakfast for me than a grilled cheese sandwich done right. And I'll make 1 good serving. Or if you want to get fancy, you can do cookie cutter cheese toast with this tip from Chef Gusteau. Hey, anyone can cook, but only the fearless, and I might add, the creative, can be great. The whimsical can be legendary. Moving on to this croque monsieur, that's basically an ham and cheese sandwich with some French benefits. And that too, like the grilled cheese sandwich, basic and delicious in its simplicity, will make 1 sandwich. That was delicious in its simplicity. This is delicious in its French benefits. So, hey, it's up to you. Croque monsieur, which is one of the more advanced recipes, or a grilled cheese sandwich, which is one of the more easy recipes. Your call, but either or would make a great breakfast or brunch item. Okay, this really more for brunch, this for a basic breakfast or lunch. You get the drift. This is dinner. Pizza rats. We're taking tomato sauce, English muffins, black olives, scallions, and cheese sticks or slices and turning them into edible works of art. I don't know how many people that'll serve, but best be served. You're gonna make those for a party. You better make quite a few, because pizza rats, especially if they're inspired by Ratatouille, well, if they like Remy, they might go fast. We also have here oven-baked French fries. When it comes down to it, pizza or French fry? Pizza or French fry? Pizza or French fry? Pizza, French fry? Camp Laszlo Flashback, which is an excellent cartoon to binge watch on Saturday mornings. I wonder if they have that online. It was from Cartoon Network. Anyway, moving on to dessert. This is Thomas Keller's chocolate bouchons. Absolutely one of the more advanced recipes, because he is a noted celebrity chef. It'll make a dozen bouchons. And if you're not feeling bouchonerific today, or bouchonesque, another couple of made-up words for you, you can easily do chocolate wraps. Less advanced, just as much fun. It'll make 24 recipes, 24 servings for this particular recipe. And hey, what's a pizza wrap without a chocolate wrap? Pretty cool. The photographs in here are delicious, as they are numerous, which is always another great hallmark of any cookbook for any demographic. And I have it on good authority that they also put a good amount of nutrition into some of the recipes in here, because you know how Disney and Pixar can be when it comes to kids' cookbooks. Nutrition is always of vital importance. Then again, if you like the French, a little dab of butter will do you. Bon appetit! Now you can be the big cheese in the kitchen with this cookbook made just for you. With cookie tips from the characters of Disney Pixar's Ratatouille, a star rating system to indicate difficulty level, and tons of full-color photographs, you can easily whip up your favorite foods with recipes inspired by the feature film. Plus, there's an introduction and recipe from Thomas Keller, chef and owner of the French laundry, Bouchon and Passé, and winner of multiple awards from the prestigious James Beard Foundation. We can't locate a retail price here, but it's probably for the best, so I'm giving this the match of 5 out of 5 claps. What's cooking? Childhood. That's what's cooking. And cookbooks like these are great reminders on why it's never too early or late to savor every morsel. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the thrift side.